Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington in FIFA 15. We left it in the last episode where we just obviously a quick, well it wasn't really that quick, but it was a look at the squad, see potentially where things need to be improved. They've suggested a striker. I think I agree with that one, but we have a lot of strikers, so it may have to be a case of one or two out before we can bring someone in. But I have had a look at a few players who we can sign. But first of all, contracts. I have offered new contracts to Aldred, Joyce and Naismith. They are all wanting the same amount of money, which is pretty good. At least a 2-year extension on the contracts. There was another one there, Simpson, a young goalkeeper who is wanting. Well, he's got 1 year left in his contract. But the unfortunate thing with Simpson is we can't sell him as he's only recently joined. Now Dorber, on the other hand, is one who we potentially can sell. So I am going to add him to the transfer list. And as you can also see, we have 3 players currently negotiating new contracts. We have Jenkins, Carver, Greaves, Goulding and Dorber all transfer listed. Hazeldine is on the loan list. If I can get rid of these 5 guys, you're looking at just under 4,000 in wages, and you're also looking at 40, 60, 70, 120,000 take off, say 20. You're looking at about 95,000 towards the transfer budget, which when moved all across could give us another 2-3,000 a week. I have found a fair few players who I'd like to sign. Most of them are fairly expensive, and a couple of names who you may know from previous seasons, and the old faithful Pedro Azogwe is still there, and look at those stats, he's absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping to sign him. Good thing as well, he can play CDM. He's 19. There is, for those of you who have watched at mine and other series who start with lower league players, Tim Payne is still available as a free. I believe I had Ilya Milanov with AFC Wimbledon last year, and same, I think Jonathan Velasco as well was also there. We'll start off at the top though. A young goalkeeper, Loic Fejui, who I am scouting all these players, so we'll have more of a view of to actually how they are. But he looks fairly good, 22 years of age, and he wants 3,000 a week. So that's not too bad. Gal Velasco, a young centre-back, 24 years old, has good sliding tackle. His strength, jumping and aggression are all good. He wants 3 grand a week, so we're looking at 6 grand already there with just to sign those 2. Ilya Milanov is my preferred choice out of the 2, as he's 22 years old. I think he has the better of the stats. He also wants 3 grand a week, so there we're up to 9,000. A left back, someone who we need to bring in, is Sibusio Kumalo. He wants 2 grand a week. He has some good stats, but we're going to just scout these players a little bit further. But he is looking like he's going to be my left back. When I search for free agents, which all these players are, I went to a max age of 24. I'm looking to try and find players who will hopefully not cost that much and will be available for us for a few years. So hopefully you'll agree on all these young players. We can get most of them in. Azogwe, fantastic player, can play CDM as we've seen. He wants 3,000. So that's 12 plus Kamal, that's 14,000 we're up to so far. A left mid, this guy doesn't look too bad. He's got good, hopefully good dribbling, ball control and crossing. He's 20 years of age. He was the best of the 2 that were available for under 24. His physical stats are okay. I believe he wants very little. Yeah, 1,250. So he could be brought in as potentially a backup. I may look to bring in another. I'll do another scout around for a left mid that's slightly older. In the cam role, we've got Samuel Galladino. This guy looks fantastic. He's got a few good stats there. Ball control is good. His long passing and short passing both look to be okay. Curve is good. Long shots are okay. Crossing is good. His dribbling and his free kick accuracy are also good. 22 years of age, and he wants 3 grand a week. First of the two strikers is Bongi Nduli, finishing between 61 and 71. Good vision, good attacking position. Ball control and dribbling are also good. I believe he wants 3. Is it 4? Yeah, he wants 4 grand. And the final one is Rodrigo Ramalho, who is another good player. He wants 1250. He's 23 years of age. As you can see with his stats compared to Ntuli, his physicals aren't as good. Attacking position not as good, vision not as good. His finishing is. His penalties are better. But other than that, he gets let down. He's 23. He could potentially be brought in as a maybe if we sell 3 or 4 of our strikers as a last minute. But Bongi Ntuli is the main guy I want to bring in. I'm going to look to bring in 2 right now, both South African. I'm going to bring Khumalo, the left back. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to keep our eye, and I'm just going to scout for now. For a couple of days, let's just see what happens. Most of these guys are being scouted by our 5-star scout, so they won't take that long to do. And we have 2 offices, 3 offices, hopefully. Yep, those look like the contracts. So Aldred, Joyce, and Cal Naismith have all accepted their contracts. We have an offer for James Gray, who, just looking at my transfer out, I don't believe he's on there. Striker, 54, he's rated, and he's 22 years of age. Okay, let's quickly go. Liverpool and who are in talks? Liverpool confirmed Vidal talks, interesting. Right, but let's go and have a look at the squad. Can I look to sell Gray? We've got Hazeldine, who's going to be going out on loan, hopefully. Jenkins, who is transfer listed Gray. Carver is transfer listed, but we could look to unlist Carver as Gray is... Yeah, I might do that. Unlist Carver as Gray is removed from transfer list. Gray is... Status finishing, they're both finishing 56 for Gray and Carver. Gray obviously has the better physical stats, but he's a couple of years older. Long shots is better for Carver, shot power slightly better. You might let this go through, you know. They're offering 150. We may be able to get a bit more from him, but we've got Carver 53, McCartan 58, Bauman 57. Maguire 55. Let's see if we can sneak just a little bit more in terms of what they say. Gray is a bright future, probably worth between 170 and 249. Let's counter. Let's go 225. I might have priced myself out of the market there, but that's going to give me a hell of a lot of money to play with in terms of budget. Right, how far have we moved? We've moved a few days, so let's check some of these players out. The first one is Ntuli, between 65 and 69. You know what? Value is 200,000. Interest shown by Southend. I'm going to try and get in there first. Goal bonus, bang that up. 4 years, and you're going to be a crucial first team player. Let's look to get you in. Right, and that does leave me with 2,000. Khumalo, standing tackle is really good, sliding tackle is okay, long passing, ball control. This guy looks like he could be a fantastic left back. Value is 160,000. Approach to sign, 4 years. You're going to be an important first team player. Hopefully he says yes to that. And after I've got those 2 in, we will look to bring in, I think Azogwe will be next. Velasco is worth 250,000, Milano 140,000, 210,000 for Azogwe, Ariscata 70,000, Galadino 180, 200,000, 90,000. I'll tell you what, guys, I will do whilst I'm here. Let's search for a left mid, and we're going to go 21. Let's go 21 to 27. And see who we pick up. So, There's Ralte, who was in there before, and there's this guy Lenny Rodriguez, whose ball control and dribbling are good, but his crossing is absolutely shocking. See, left mids are just poor. So what I have done with Azogwe, he was down as a centre mid, but he can play CDM. So I'm going to do this search for right mids and just see. We have Fernandez, who has good physicals. Penalties in his curve, but his crossing is once again shocking. Magua is also shocking, so we are going to struggle for left mids. I'm a bit unsure. You know what? I'm going to take him. I'm going to end the scout. I'm going to remove. I think the left mid could be one where we try and just find someone on the loan. But we'll have to say we have 9 offices. I'm guessing these are all going to be. Oh wow! I've just seen the contract has been declined by Kumalo. He wants a bigger role. Okay, we'll make you a crucial first team player. By looking at your value, there is a good chance you are going to be there. Robert Kohler, international management. Not going to worry about that. Okay, so they've matched James Gray 225,000. Fedui scouting report done. Looks as though he could be an okay signing. Milanov, all these scout reports we're not going to worry about. Just transfer offer for James Gray was the 6th, which we know about. So Atletico Madrid have signed Oscar for 19.5 million. And Thule has accepted the contract. Get him in. I've had to move a bit of my wage budget over to transfer budget to obviously for the signing on fees. Right, where are you? Until 61 rated. So we got into. I actually think maybe we can let Carver go as well now. We got Ntuli. Because we're only going to need one striker now that we're playing. No, we're playing 4-2-3-1. And we got McCartan and Bauman on the bench. Gray's going. Hazeldine. Maguire is there. So I think Jenkins, Hazeldine, and Carver can all go. Save those changes to the team sheet. Yeah, I think we can get rid of all 3 of those. So let's go to sell players. Hazeldine. Management is poor. Yada yada yada. Transfer list. Carver can go as well. So it was Carver, Gray, and Gray's going. So it's Carver, Hazeldine, and Jenkins are the 3. Simpson has only just joined, so we can't get rid of him. Windass is one who I'd like to get rid of because obviously his overall is so low, but we can't do anything about that right now. I really want to look to try and get rid of most of these players down here and have 55 as our minimum. Obviously, Maguire is a loanee. Naismith is okay for the time being. We don't really have anyone else. Proctor, I think we need to look to let Proctor go, but obviously we just have to see who we can bring in. But let's move forward and see what happens with Gray, and then when he goes we can look to bring in other players. Players sold, and we've got 190,000 from Gray. Kamala has accepted the offer. Wage budget remaining of £769, but we do have 200 grand to move across. So if we move and leave ourselves, say, 10,000 for transfer budget, I think we're going to need most of that. Right. That leaves us 4,800 for wages, which means we can sign 1 player, maybe 2. So we've signed a striker, signed a left back. I think the cam, I don't know why, but I just think the cam is the way to go. Curve, ball control, finishing isn't that good, but everything else I think is. So he wants 3,000. Approach to sign. Important first team player. He'll probably come back and say he wants to be more, but looking at the value of some of these players, I think we can potentially get them for more. Oh, sorry, I think they are going to be in there, so we can get them for. We are going to need to do crucial. But transfer offer for Dorber. Ooh, yes, let's accept that. Galladino wants a bigger role. I did fear that, but we sort of knew it, so maybe I just go in and offer all crucial first team players. Right. PSG hope to sign Benzema. Holy crap. Player has been sold. 15 grand for me. And we have another player in. And that's Galindo. O'Sullivan. Well, Kamalo is 60, so he's going to go straight there. Galindo, where are you? 61. So you're going to go straight in there. Some of these players, I keep on forgetting you've got to go, when you're on a player, you've actually got to right stick. He can just play centre mid. He's 20 years older, Sullivan. I think he's on loan, isn't he? So we don't have to worry too much about pleasing him. Carver can go too. O'Sullivan can go on the bench for now, so the Carver. Hatfield, Liddell, Winard, Goulding and Greaves need to go. Jenkins needs to go. Hazeldine needs to go. Windass. Where can you play, Windass? You can play left mid, but you're crap at 50. I suppose you are cover for the time being, so we can just leave that for now. I think I do need to bring in another keeper, especially with Lumley only being on loan. Can we get this up to 3 grand? We can. So we can look to sign someone else, I think. We have in, when I just tick my list, we have the cam in. We have the left back and the striker. We don't have a left mid in yet, but I want to get Azogwe in. He's the next one I want in. 3 grand, 4 years, crucial first team player. It's going to leave me with £37. Get Azogwe in. That's then. I think if we get Azogwe in, we can let Windass go. So I am going to add Windass to the transfer list right now. Simpson is staying because obviously our other goalkeeper is gone. But we do have Fajui, who is going to be coming in soon. Hopefully, I think I may make him my next signing. Burton are predicted to finish 17th. Pedro Azogwe has accepted the contract. Thank you, Peders. Let's see where you fit into the team. Joyce, Proctor, drop you out for, where are you, Azogwe? Azogwe 63 rated. That's fantastic. So, I do need to sort the right wing and the left wing out. Right back potentially, and centre back is the next. But we also have a few other areas we can look to sort out. Now, is there anywhere where I can view how many stars my team actually is? Because I want to know if they've gone up from being half a star to being a full star yet. I don't think I can find any. I might have to wait until my first pre-season game, which is coming up now. I'm rolling on just for 20 minutes now, so transfer offer for Josh Windass. I can't remember if I added you to the list. I think I did, because you're my centre mid. Drogheda United, gladly have him. I can't sign anyone yet, so I do need to let 2 or 3 players go, which is the one worry I did have. But we've gone from a squad of squad of 25 to a squad of 27. And we've brought in 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've only let 2 go so far. We are down to 2 goalkeepers, so the goalkeeper is the next thing I want to bring in. Greaves wants to make a request. Player sold. Experimenting the... no, I won't be experimenting for this game. So we're playing Lugo in this game. Okay, so it's just gone straight into the game, which is interesting. I really, really want to know how good my team is. 2-1 win. Ntuli and Azogwe, 2 new signings score. Only 1 player came on, and that was Little for Atkinson. There's got to be a way to find out what your team is rating now. But I'm fucked if I can find it. I really... Where is it? There's got to be a way of finding out what your team is rated at right now. Is it in squad report? No. I don't expect anyone to have gone up or down yet in the squad report. No, it doesn't look like it. Squad ranking. Nope. But just having a quick look at this, which is one of the reasons I did want to look at this for a particular reason. The 3 players we've brought in: Azogwe 63, Ntuli 61, Galindo 61, and Kumalo 60. So we are going in the right direction in terms of who we're bringing in. As Arsenal hope to sign Cavani in the coming days. Interesting, as we are playing Halmstad in this next friendly. I wonder. I just realised it's probably gone through all the news in terms of finishing. Predicted finish 24th. Key player Bongi Ntuli. Any thoughts of glory can be found on the folder marked unrealistic expectations this season, with Accrington almost certainly facing a struggle to remain clear of the low place finish. It will be a tough campaign. Finding a top level of form will be crucial in the battle ahead, and Bongi Ntuli can prove central to the team's attacking threat. While midfielder Will Hatfield can expect to play a leading role in ensuring the defence is protected as much as possible, although he will obviously need to contribute to goals and assists in significant quantities. And no amount of goals will help, however, if a defence featuring Sibusio Kumalo failed to do its job. A player who will look to have a bright future is Sean Maguire. He might make an impact at some point. So they're saying we're going to finish bottom. Now, I'm really now struggling to find out where the hell is that. Are we up to 1 star now? Are we up to 1 star? Is that what that means down the bottom there? Because I cannot find what the hell we are rated, and it is annoying. I don't know what it's doing. I really need to get my head around this, but I can't. Surely there's got to be a way to know what your team is in terms of rating. I would love there to be a way of knowing what your team is, because I want to know. I'm hoping we're improving the team, but at times it doesn't look like it. and it is a slight worry. But surely we are improving in terms of who we're actually bringing into the team. Roles. Captain. I want Azogwe to be captain. But yeah, I'm really struggling. If anyone does know how the hell you find out what your team is rated as, I wonder if you can do. I wonder if you go into that and then that. No, it doesn't tell you down the bottom there. I really would. Yeah, I'd love to know what my team is rated at, because it's a good way of knowing that you're improving and your players are improving. But never mind. Little booked early doors. 2-1 win. McCartan and O'Sullivan with the goals. So 2 pre-season games, 2 wins. Happy with that. And looks like we've got the first game of the season coming up, so it looks to be a good time to end it. As Zeko tears down Spurs' move. Yeah, first game of the season it looks like coming up. Oh, friendly actually against Rotherham. So I will go and sort the formation out again, and Thule there. Can you... God damn it. You can just play centre mid, so I'm going to have you back in there. McCartan is on his way up, he's on form. Kamalo, let's have you back in there. Greaves out. Atkinson back in there. Buxton back in for Hunt. Proctor can play CDM. O'Sullivan can't. Joyce, you can play, so let's have you there. Right. Team looks good. Let's go and sort this final game out. We are at home. Can we get something out of the game? A 0-0 against Rotherham. Where are Rotherham in the league? I can't remember. I think they're Championship. I don't think they're League One. Can I go through? Can you take me to League One, please? FA Cup, Capital One Cup, Johnson's Paint Trophy, League 2 Playoff, Champions Cup, Euro League, Football League 2. No, it can't take me to League 1. God damn it. I could go into the other way and have a look. Transfer offer for Marcus Carver. He is one I am looking to get rid of. Accept that. Thank you very much. Right, I've got to think about whether I do go for a goalkeeper next, or go for a centre back and look to strengthen. I know I need to strengthen at the back now. We've got the cam in, we've got the CDM in, we've got the left back in, and we've got the striker in. I think it is the centre back and the goalkeeper, the 2 areas that just strengthen that core at the back. But guys, I will call it a day there. We've got pre-season done. We're running on for half an hour. Yeah, if anyone knows how to find the star rating for your squad, then let me know, please. I'd really love to know what we're up to. Well, guys, I will call it a day, and I'll be back with you in the next episode pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.